Sometimes, the most terrifying stories don't begin with strangers or criminals. They begin inside the walls of a loving home. Chris and Shanann and what seemed like the picture of happiness. A beautiful couple, 2 daughters, and a baby boy on the way. But behind those smiling photos and Facebook posts, something dark was growing. In 2010, Chris and Shanann met online. She had been through a lot, battling health issues, rebuilding her life, and Chris seemed like the man who would never leave her side. They married 2 years later, moved to Frederick, Colorado, and soon welcomed 2 daughters, Bella and Celeste. Shanann often shared their life online. The trips, the laughter, the little moments that made them feel like the perfect American family. By 2018, she was pregnant again. A boy she wanted to name Niko. But while Shanann was planning for the future, Chris was growing distant. He stopped showing affection, stopped caring. Her friends noticed. She even texted one, saying, "Chris has changed. He doesn't touch me anymore." What Shanann didn't know was that Chris had started an affair with a coworker, Niko Kessinger. Niko believed Chris was already getting divorced. But that was a lie, and one that would soon unravel into horror. On August 13th, 2018, Shanann returned home from a work trip at 2 a.m. She never made it to her doctor's appointment later that morning. Her phone went straight to voicemail. Her car was still in the garage. A close friend, Nicole Atkinson, called the police for a welfare check. When officers arrived, the house was empty, quiet, too quiet. The next day, Chris appeared on TV, begging for his family's return. But his calmness felt strange, emotionless. When detectives asked him to take a polygraph test, he agreed. He failed. Under pressure, Chris broke down and confessed, but claimed Shanann had hurt the kids, and he killed her in anger. Investigators didn't believe him. After hours of questioning, the real story came out. Chris had strangled Shanann in their bedroom. Then, with his daughters still alive in the truck, he drove to his work site, where he smothered Bella and Celeste one by one. He buried Shanann's body in a shallow grave and hid the girls in oil tanks nearby. The world was stunned. Chris Watts was arrested and charged with 5 counts of first-degree murder, unlawful termination of a pregnancy, and tampering with bodies. In November 2018, he pleaded guilty to avoid the death penalty. He was sentenced to 5 life sentences without the possibility of parole. Today, he remains in prison, isolated, haunted by his actions. To the world, they looked like the perfect family next door. But in reality, it was a home filled with silence, secrets, and lies. Shanann, Bella, Celeste, and unborn baby Niko's memories live on. A heartbreaking reminder that even the brightest smiles can hide the darkest truths. If you found this story compelling, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real-life true crime stories, where every smile has a secret.